Well, good morning and happy Monday. You know, Arizona's economic development has really come a long way, Tina. And now, you know, there's a book that actually depicts the photographic history of the first century of just that.
Yes, and Jim Lindy joins us to talk about At Work in Arizona. Thank you so much for joining us, Jim.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. So let's start with what kind of prompted you to do a book of this sort?
Well, I'm the CEO of Alliance Bank of Arizona. We opened the bank 13 years ago. And as we were opening the bank, we have offices in Tucson, Phoenix, Northern Arizona. But as we were opening the bank, we thought that because we're a business-oriented bank, a great way to adorn the walls and decorate the offices and the branches would be with pictures of Arizonans engaged in commerce. And everybody likes kind of old black and white photos of people doing things. And so there are a lot of those that are part of the art exhibit. But from the very beginning, we wanted to tell a story that was deeper than that sort of conveyed the progress of Arizona's economy from around statehood to the current day. And then as we grew, we really wanted to tell the story of the different aspects of the Arizona economy. And then it went really well. And about 3 years ago, the photographer who really either took the pictures of the current day or found and curated the older pictures came to me and said, you know, this collection is really good enough to merit putting it together in a book. And so we've done that, and we published it in December, and it's called At Work in Arizona. And it really does try to tell the story of the Arizona economy in photographs.
And we were seeing a couple of the photographs right there. Really lovely shots. And now I do want to take a moment to talk about how Alliance Bank has been a key contributor to the development of our economy here in Arizona.
Well, we really have been. We started in 2003. A number of us came together. Tucson native Robert Sarver and I had worked together before, and we got together with several other longtime Arizona bankers, and we really, wanted to focus on the local needs of local entrepreneurs, local real estate developers, local professionals. We really think that a good business bank is key to a growing economy, and we did very well. We continued to grow even through the recession and the financial crisis, and really have emerged from that as the sixth largest bank in the state out of among 60 here in just a little over a decade. And have literally lent billions into the Arizona economy over the last several years.
Well, now we're taking, like you said, we're taking over a century's worth of photographs and memories. How long did it kind of take to get all of those together and even choose which ones would go into the book?
Oh, that's a good question. And we really took this process seriously from the beginning. We didn't start out to do a book. We started out just to build a bank and to depict people engaged in commerce along the way. And so as the bank grew, and we had to fill up more walls, and so the project grew. And we were very careful in the selection. We tried to illustrate everything from mining and agriculture, sort of the extraction economy of the early days. We didn't want to neglect the infrastructure, so there's a lot in the book. The transportation system, whether it's in the freeway system or the development of the airports, the hydroelectric system, the dams that have been so important to both electricity but also agriculture. And then arts and education. The University of Arizona is prominently figured, as is Arizona State University in Northern Arizona. So we really tried to tell, a pretty wide story of what it takes to build an economy, and especially sort of from the entrepreneurs that actually built it.
Mm-hmm. And there's actually 12 organizations that are mentioned in the book. How will proceeds help those organizations?
Right. Well, thanks. As we put the book together, we were thinking about, the sacrifice and the investment, sort of the vision that it took people to build the state that we enjoy now. And as we thought about that, we thought, how are we going to do over the next 100 years? And there's nothing more important than an educated workforce. So we picked out 12 Arizona education nonprofits that really are working at the ground level to help prepare our students to be future leaders in our state and in our economy. So the book is available at any of our branches, or you can go online, thenexthundredyears.org or alliancebankofarizona.com, and you can figure out how to get a book or come into one of the branches. But for a donation of $100, all of the proceeds of which go to one of these nonprofits, you can really get a good bird's eye view of the building of our state.
Excellent. Well, Jim, I want to thank you so much for being on the show today, and looking forward to this book.
You bet. My pleasure. Thank you.
And as Jim said, you can get the book online or at any of the 10 Alliance Bank of Arizona offices. For more information, you can call 602-629-1776 or log on to alliancebankofarizona.com.